Indianapolis.
Love it. Love it.
Welcome back to the broadcast. Boy, you know that face, don't you? Jane Pauley is an iconic broadcast journalist whose storytelling and reporting left an impression on my life for sure. It helped me carve my career path, and I know many of you know what I'm talking about with that. She is with us this morning to talk about her career and her new book. It's called Your Life Calling, Reimagining the Rest of Your Life. Welcome back, Jane.
Hey, and how about those shoulder pads?
That was such a fashion
love
statement.
it.
Yeah. I am curious. You were 25 when you started the Today Show. Now at 63, what would you tell your 25-year-old self?
Oh, I wish I could tell her, honey, it's going to be okay. I was so self-conscious, and as my daughter has seen tapes of Mom, and Mom, you were trying too hard. And I had 13-week contracts, the cycle, you know, so there wasn't.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was more like speed dating.
It's a little stressful.
No, I just wish I could tell her that you know, you are a courageous young woman. You don't know that yet, and you won't know that until you're 60 and look back on your life. And I think that's really the hallmark of my career, was while I had opportunities that, you know, I mean, an opportunity lived in a tent outside my door and was constantly ringing the doorbell, but I always answered the door and said yes. So I would like to tell her, you know, you are resilient, and you are a risk taker, and you know, get over that humility thing. But when you're from the Midwest, like I am, Indianapolis, the only thing you're allowed to be boastful about is your humility.
Oh, wow.
So
was there an iconic interview or a memorable moment during your career that really sort of epitomized what it was all about?
I have the memory of an Etch-a-Sketch, and can we call Tom Brokaw?
Let's call Tom.
Let's get Tom on the phone.
I saw Madonna in one of those.
Tom,
yeah, Madonna.
Tom, oh, okay. Worst interview ever.
Whoa. Really?
And her publicist told me, biggest mistake I ever made, the publicist, was thinking that you and Madonna would be great. It was, I think, painful for both of us.
Really?
Yeah, I wanted to talk to a human being, and she was
like
a businesswoman.
Wow,
She was, yes, I've got a brand, and I'm going to, you know, and she was not going to warm up and relate to me.
Have you seen her since then?
No, we're not besties. But,
I know you like bumped into
no,
each other.
I think it was just bad chemistry.
Wow.
So I haven't been bitter about it. It's not like, oh, that Madonna.
I do love what you said about saying yes and taking an opportunity every time it knocked on the door.
Well, but I wasn't aware of that. I mean, I said no some too, and there's a chapter in a book about that. When last spring I interviewed Michael J. Fox as a reprise of my final interview for Dateline, and of course, you know, we all know about Michael, and he said, say yes more than no. No doesn't move you forward. And so that was in the spring, so that became my 2013 New Year's resolution late. Say yes more. And 2014, I'm going with say yes to more new things.
Oh.
That's my new one.
Instead of reinventing the wheel, because we do.
But for me, I may write a book about, you know, your life calling. It's not a how-to book. I do not give advice, though believe me, I do like to give advice. But I can be pretty comfortable.
Like what kind of things would you be saying yes to now?
It started when a friend of mine from Texas lives in Washington. She and her husband every year, for some years, twice a year, invite a mob of their friends to do Shakespeare. They read, yes. I mean, and these are normal people. These are not actors.
Normal people read Shakespeare.
Yeah. Well, so last spring he asked me if I would do this, and I said yes, thinking November will never come.
Right.
And I played the princess in Love's Labor's Lost.
Oh wow.
And just reading, and I'm not an actress. I've never been an actress. I'm awful. But the next morning I woke up feeling so proud that I'd said yes to something I was uncomfortable with. It really reinforced trying new things and, you know, opening new doors. What do we have to lose?
Yeah,
and
you slayed a dragon. I mean,
at this age, I mean, that's not changing the world. She appeared on the sofa in a guy's house. That's not an example.
Stepping out of your comfort zone.
Stepping out of your comfort
is really
zone.
the point.
And that's usually when the magic happens, is when you step outside of that comfort zone.
Yes. Well, that's what Jennifer Aniston told me, who I've never met.
Jen. Really?
Yes, I've never met her, but I was having my hair done and had the aluminum foil, you know, and, you know, something she said really resonated, and I'm thinking, well, maybe it's the aluminum foil. But she simply said, it was an article about her in Vogue, I think. I'm flipping through, having my hair done. She said, everything you really most want in life is just beyond the reach of your comfort zone. And I just said, yeah, Jennifer. Yeah,
that's right.
And that's kind of motivating. You know, if you're too comfortable, if your hands are like this, you know, you can get around.
Yep.
But if you just reach a little bit further, you can get that high hat on top of the shelf. That
extra umph.
Yeah.
I'll bet it's that belief that led to this next step for you, the writing of this book.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk all about this when we come back. More with Jane Pauley when we return.